Students, I welcome you all for this class. In the last video, we learned about photoelectric effect and blackbody radiation. Today's class, we are going to learn about the evidence for the quantized electronic energy level. We are going to learn about atomic spectra. The speed of light depends upon the nature of the medium through which it passes. When a ray of light passes from one medium into another medium, it gets refracted. When white light from any source such as sun or a bulb or any hot glowing body is analyzed by passing through a prism, it splits up into 7 different white bands of colors, that is from violet to red. You can see in the picture. And these colors are so continuous that each of them merge into the next. Hence, this spectrum is called continuous spectrum. We have studied that visible light is a small portion of electromagnetic radiation. When electromagnetic radiation interact with matter, atoms and molecules, they may absorb energy and they reach to a higher energy state where they are unstable. So, they try to return to the lower energy state, and when they come to the lower state, they emit radiation in various regions of the electromagnetic spectrum. So, what is line spectrum? When some volatile salt is placed in the Bunsen flame or an electric discharge is passed through a gas at low pressure, light is emitted. The color of light emitted depends upon the nature of the substance. For example, if you heat sodium salt, it emits yellow light. Potassium salt produces violet color. And when this light is resolved into a spectroscope, no continuous spectrum is obtained. In the earlier, we saw that when light passes through a prism, continuous spectrum is obtained. But here, when the light is resolved in a spectroscope, no continuous spectrum is obtained, but some isolated colored lines are obtained on the photographic plate, separated from each other by dark spaces. You are able to see various colors which are separated from dark spaces. This spectrum is called line emission spectrum or line spectrum. Now we are going to see about absorption and emission spectrum. See, when light is passed through the solution or vapors of chemical substance and then analyzed by the spectroscope, some dark lines are observed in the continuous spectrum. Why these dark colors are seen? These dark lines are supposed to result from the fact that when white light is passed through the chemical substance, radiation of certain wavelength are absorbed depending upon the nature of the element. So, it is observed that dark lines are at the same place when colored lines are obtained in the emission spectra. First, we see that the colored are absorbed, dark spaces are obtained during the absorption spectrum. And during the emission spectrum, we can see that the colored lines are produced at the place where we have seen the dark lines. So, this is called emission spectrum. Uses of line emission spectrum. Each element has a unique line emission spectrum. The characteristic line in atomic spectra can be used in chemical analysis to identify the unknown atom. The exact matching of lines of emission spectrum of the atom of a known element with the lines from an unknown sample helps to identify the unknown element. Elements like rubidium, cesium, scandium, etc. were discovered when their minerals were analyzed by spectroscopic method. The element helium was discovered in the sun by spectroscopic method. Emission spectrum of hydrogen. When hydrogen gas at low pressure is taken in a discharge tube and the light emitted on passing electric discharge is examined with a spectroscope, the spectrum obtained is called the emission spectrum of hydrogen. It is found to consist of a large number of lines which are grouped into different series. For example, they are grouped as Lyman series, Balmer series, Bascom, Brackett and P1 series. So you can see here the Lyman series are lying in the ultraviolet region and Balmer series are obtained in the visible region. Only Balmer series are observed in the visible region. Bascom, Brackett and P1 series are observed in the infrared region. Rydberg's formula. Although a large number of lines are present in the hydrogen spectrum, Rydberg in 1890 gave a very simple theoretical equation for the calculation of wavelength of these lines. This equation gives the formula to calculate the wave number. So the formula is given as wave number is equal to R into 1 by Nf square minus 1 by Ni square, where R is a constant called Rydberg constant and has a value equal to 1,09,677 per centimeter. Ni and Nf are the whole numbers, and for a particular series, Ni is constant and Nf varies. For example, if you take Lyman series, Ni is equal to 1, where Nf is equal to 2, 3, 4, etc. For Balmer series, Ni is equal to 2 and Nf is equal to 3, 4, 5, etc. And Pascal series, Ni is equal to 3, where Nf is equal to 4, 5, 6. And for Brackett series, Ni is equal to 4 and Nf is equal to 5, 6, 7, etc. And for P1 series, Ni is equal to 5, where Nf is equal to 6, 7, 8, etc. So far we have learned about the emission and absorption spectrum and about hydrogen spectrum. In the next class, we will be seeing certain problems and we will continue with the other details in the next video. Thank you, children.